preseason game.
That's it? I also embarrassed you, didn't I? Don't forget that.
You think I'm about to waste my energy on some summer league game? You're clueless, bro.
Oh, you trying to save face, ain't you? Keep that same energy, though.
I got our first game circled on my calendar, my guy. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh. I'm looking forward too, champ. Embarrass you on the largest stage. Ooh. Ice up, my man. See you soon.
Never, man.
Hooty-hoo! There he is! Come on now. The Summer League champ, baby. All right, now, be honest. How does it feel?
Man, I don't know, man. It's just summer league.
What,
Like,
just-
I feel like I'm just getting started right now.
Oh, you definitely just heating up, though. Come on now.
I am seeing lots of positive engagement on social.
Let's hear a little bit. MP won't admit it, but he loves that stuff.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Admit it. Like, I mean, yes, I'm human, but, you know, I like compliments too.
Especially when they're deserved.
Imagine not wanting MP over Shep. Could never be me, fam. I'm going to name my firstborn son after MP.
That's cap. Oh, that's cap.
Hey, Ashley, you want to just read it with feeling next time? Just a suggestion.
Yo. Thank you for the recap and all, but I was, hoping that maybe we could, look forward and talk about something that's possibly coming up,
Okay, eyes on the prize. I love it. All right, Ashley, go.
You have a meeting with Freddie Novak,
Okay.
new head of brand and marketing. He wants to talk to you about some of the PR initiatives he's spearheading. Lots of data-driven stuff, how to leverage research into results. I think you'll like it.
Yeah, I actually read an article about him in the Pin Down. He's a very, very interesting hire. Very.
Oh, and just to put this on your radar, we got you a spot on Top Takes Daily.
Let's get it.
Yeah, we don't have a date set just yet, but it should be sometime in the next 2 weeks, and it's going to be a great opportunity to take control of the post-draft narrative.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I mean, is there anything else that we got?
That's it for now.
Mainly, we just want you to focus on ball, man.
Man, y'all taking care of everything. I appreciate it. Like, for real.
You already know, this ain't our first rodeo, kid. Oh, well, it is Mila's first rodeo.
Okay, technically it's your second. So
I
not that
managed the old
different.
MP since like 8th grade. That's like
Wait.
20 rodeos.
Wait, hold on. We're not talking about MP here.
Wait,
At all.
Bro, come on, man. I mean, this whole agency is devoted to you right now. You can't be jealous, are you?
Fam, you serious right now? I'm just joking. Relax. Smile, man.
That's funny. Look, go to your meeting with Freddie and then holler at me when you're done.
All right, fam.
Ricky,
gone.
text Ricky I'm canceling lunch.
You feel good about all this?
Feel great.
Okay, good.
Feel good.
It's a long-term game, you know what I mean? Just taking it step by step.
That's it. That's all we can do right now.
Pace ourselves.
Let's do it.
Getting top takes on the phone.
All right.
MP,
What's going
great
on,
to
man?
finally meet you.
Pleasure's all mine, man. Hey, I read the article about you in the pen down. You're one data-obsessed cat, man.
Well, you can never have too much data. I'm glad you came. Look, this Shep thing, it's not going anywhere anytime soon. We're gonna need to put in some work to make sure it doesn't have a negative impact on the start of your career.
Okay, yeah, so just like work hard, play well, make people forget Shep ever existed.
Yes and no. Let's say we put you in the starting lineup tomorrow and you stumble a little bit. Normally, no big deal. But 68% of our fans wanted Shep, and of that 68%, 95% have a highly unfavorable opinion of you.
Okay, so that's basically corporate speak for they hate my guts.
Correct.
Yeah.
Which means it becomes a story. Papers in this town are out for blood. I'm sure you saw the top take segment.
Oh, I did.
Okay, look, there's no reason to think that you're not going to take off right out of the gate. But any hiccup in your play, and we've got a distraction on our hands. It's bad for your growth, bad for team chemistry, and it makes Phil Boyer look bad. He stuck his neck out for you on draft night.
Okay, so what's the solution?
Glad you asked. We focus on the fan base, and we develop a strategy to win their affection.
Okay, it sounds like my playing time is based on what? If I can make the fans like me or not?
I know, it's ridiculous, but everything's connected.
Okay.
And if we don't deal with this in a holistic manner, it could affect the bottom line. When the bottom line's affected, governors aren't happy. When the governors aren't happy, nobody's happy.
I just want to be a pillar in the community. So if we can make that happen as part of that, I'm in. I don't want to do a bunch of PR fluff, though.
Same page, 100%.
Okay.
And I've already talked to your team about all of this. Impressive group of people, by the way. And they're going to take the lead on it. But my door is always open.
Freddie, I really appreciate your transparency, man.
I'm just doing my job. Just doing my job. Believe me, it's an honor to work with someone as talented as UMP. I'm really looking forward to seeing what we can accomplish together.
You're here nice and early. Love to see it.
Just doing my job, Coach.
Humble and hardworking. Both qualities like to see in a draft pick. But you already knew that. Let me show you the locker room.
Let's do it.
So obviously you've seen one of these before. Nothing too unusual. Your locker's over there.
The one with my name on it, right?
Quick study. We put the starter's name on the whiteboard over here before every game. Coach likes to keep things regular, but obviously injuries happen. People perform or they don't, so it'll change from time to time.
All right, well, hopefully it changes sooner rather than later.
You keep doing the right things, you'll be there sooner than you think.
Hey, that's the plan.
All right, hey, come on, let me show you my office. Come on in.
Cool.
Now, I know you're anxious to find out how you're going to fit into the rotation.
Coach, man, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't hyped, man. You got no idea.
Like I said, we wanted to see how you performed under pressure, so we put a lot of weight in your performance in the Summer League Championship.
Yeah, you were very clear about that.
Communication is super important in this organization, so I am glad to hear you say that. And I'm also glad to let you know that you'll be our 6th man to start the season.
6th man? Okay, can't be mad at that.
I thought you'd be a little higher in the joy scale than can't be mad at that.
Joy scale? Coach, you're a life coach on the side? Getting a little pocket money there?
Yeah, I joke when I'm upset, too.
I'm not upset. It's just I haven't come off the bench since my freshman year of college. And before that, never, really.
I get that. But 6th man at this level is a big responsibility. People have long careers in that role, and you haven't even played a game yet.
I feel you, man. It's just I have high expectations for myself, and I'm not exactly at a 10 on the joy scale just yet.
I get it. 100%. Honestly, I'd be concerned if you didn't feel that way. You want to make it here, you got to have a hunger to be the best.
I mean, if you're not competing to be the best here, what are we doing?
Exactly.
What are we doing?
Exactly. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to get dressed, you know where your locker is, and once you're ready to head to the court, it's the tunnel across from the locker room. Any questions?
Coach, yeah, I'm ready. Let's get it.
See you out there.
Your next chance to compete in the My Team Unlimited $250,000 tournament is this Saturday, January 7th. There are 32 bracket spots left between the 2 console tournaments, and you can qualify for both. Are you good enough to beat the best? Get your lineup ready.
Let's meet the visiting Team Denver Nuggets. At shooting guard, Contavious Caldwell-Pope. And now let's make some noise for the...
And we've got...
Thank you, BA. It was nice.
Okay, Alec, thank you. Well, the fans were a bit brutal when MP was selected here.
You know, BA, fans sometimes can get pretty emotional on draft night, but they took it to a whole nother level when MP was selected.
Substitution on the
That
court.
includes the... fans, but even more so the players.
Well, there's nothing like a season opening contest. Yeah, both teams would love to kick things off with a big win, so expect to see them giving their all on the floor here tonight. Defensively, their effort hasn't been great early on.
Conley passes to Olynyk. Outside Sexton. Outside Conley. Pass to Olynyk. Back to Conley. Just 5 to shoot. Over Murray. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Goes back up. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
MP, that one's good.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Left side, Sexton. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Finding a man wide open, Mike Conley does an exceptional job of leading this team.
And there's the foul. It's on Colin Sexton. That's his first foul of the game. Horton Tucker, he's checked in for Utah. Beasley comes in for Conley. And the Nuggets will go for a different look here. Najee, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Green comes in for Gordon. Brown, he's checked in for Michael Porter. And it's Highland in for Jamal Murray. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Nuggets.
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that high.
What's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start. They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Utah's gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Beasley outside. Pass to Horton Tucker. Markkanen outside. The kick to Olynyk. Fires for 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Defensively, you want to make Olynyk put it on the floor. Otherwise, he'll bury you.
Now, when we talk home court advantage, you think the Nuggets have the best in the NBA?
I think so, B.A. And it has to do with geography. Denver is at altitude, and that's hard on your body, trust me, I know. And they're isolated from the rest of the league, so it always is a long trip out there as well.
Here's Horton Tucker. He can't get it to go. And Denver the other way now. This game against Utah, the first time they've met this year.
I mean, every game against this team is so important. That's how it is in a divisional race. And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Outside Sexton. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to go on Kelly Olynyk.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
For Utah, new ownership taking over in 2020. In addition to that group, NBA legend D-Wade. Great to see an ex-player get a piece of the pie.
It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. Still Utah's ball. Markkanen outside. Pass to Sexton. It's stolen by MP. Here's Highland. He's guarded by Beasley. Najee, good. Well, like D-Wade in Utah, Smith, do you think there'll be more former players getting some equity in teams?
B.A., absolutely. I think it'd be great for the game. That's one of the biggest pieces of the equality puzzle, having more owners with different backgrounds and experiences.
And it's in there. Sexton's got his 3rd basket of the night. Denver in the lead. To the paint. Here's Green. Some solid defense from Markkanen.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Beasley misses.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Here's Brown. Rebound, Utah.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
Utah's gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. Pass to Horton Tucker. We've got 1:48 left in the first. Five on the clock. Outside Olynyk. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry.
They're amped up on D, contesting everything.
Misses from the corner. Brown passes to MP. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And guys, over the last several years, Denver's been top 10 in offensive rating. Now, they played a slower pace, but made the most of their possessions.
The Jazz making a switch here. Conley's checked in. Counted.
Well, this is where Conley operates best naturally. In the paint, creating for others or himself.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Pass to Olynyk. Here's Horton Tucker. Outside Conley from 11 feet away. Here's Markkanen. And that one's good. Nice job on the glass as they picked up two on the second effort.
For a stretch four who spends a lot of time on the perimeter, Markkanen does a good job attacking the offensive glass.
Outside, Brown. Got a hand on it. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Beasley. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
That's his first personal foul.
First free throw is good.
Substitution on the court.
Sexton finds Vanderbilt. They double him with MP. Back to Vanderbilt. With some arc. Good work defensively by Gordon. Vanderbilt and Kessler are inside. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Colin Sexton, and it's Markkanen in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Vanderbilt to pass to Clarkson. Sexton with it. Outside Vanderbilt, tipped away. Clock at 6. Here's Clarkson. From down in the low post, it goes. Clarkson's got 6 points in the quarter.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Here's Jokic. Clarkson grabs a miss. Clarkson's got his 5th rebound in this one. It's Markkanen on the wing. Clarkson outside to the middle. And Markkanen with the stop.
The ability to play inside out. The more Markkanen attacks the rim, the more he creates opportunities for their perimeter game.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Hallie.
Nikola Jokic again has won the league MVP, but he's not one to beat his own chest. He said, quote, "I never think about it. I didn't come here to be the MVP of the league. I always think that somebody's better than me, and I want to compete to beat them. Just by that mentality alone, I'm the underdog every time." Brian?
Well, it's working for him, Allie. Thanks.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
Here's Clarkson. And that one hits the back iron.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
Here's Jokic. And another miss by Denver. The Jazz have gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far in the second. Markkanen outside. Lots of room. Denver grabs the miss. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Jokic passes to Murray. Here's Caldwell Pope. He's covered by Clarkson. Here's Caldwell Pope. He's got 9. Drills it from deep.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Utah trailing here. And Utah calls time here. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of the ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
It's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries.
Sexton with it. 11 points in the game. From deep. A rebound by Murray. Denver has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Caldwell Pope's shot is off.
Ooh, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
Here's Clarkson. Rebound by the Nuggets. It's stolen by Clarkson. Markkanen outside. Here's Vanderbilt. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Vanderbilt's gotten his second bucket.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside. Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Utah's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Clarkson outside. Back to Sexton. Markkanen outside. They get it back.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And the intensity Murray plays with is impressive. Excellent work forcing the issue and drawing the contact.
So much NBA talent like Jamal Murray out of Canada, specifically the province of Ontario.
Yeah, very true. And I think that's because guys like Murray, born in the late 90s, they grew up with the NBA in Toronto. And Jamal and others have been inspired by the Raptors.
Olenek's checked in for Utah. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Timeout call, the Nuggets.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
Denver has gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. Outside Murray to the paint.
And that's his third foul. The chance you take leaving him in with 2. Let's see if they'll sit him now until the half.
That free throw misses.
And one word that always goes along with the Jazz, defense. They've been a top 10 defense in the league in 6 of the last 7 seasons.
And with a defense like Utah's had, it's easy to see why they've been a playoff regular.
Well, it's always a good idea to put a priority on getting stops. Now, it'll be interesting because they traded away their anchor on defense, Rudy Gobert. Can they live up to the standard they've set the last few seasons? Let's see if it can happen.
Gordon, and Gordon with the big finish.
Well, the vertical Gordon has is phenomenal. So why settle for the layup when you can just slam it down?
And for Utah, they're shooting only 42%. Sexton passes to Clarkson.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Now here's Olynyk. Markkanen outside. On the wing, Sexton. Covered by MP.
It's a shot you would think he would make. He just doesn't make it all the time.
On the wing, Caldwell Pope. Down low. MP no good. Utah's gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Right side, Sexton. Shoots a fadeaway. And down it goes. 2 points. Give him 8.
No one there to contest. Didn't really need the fade.
Caldwell Pope's shot is off. Clarkson for 3. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team. Starting to heat up now. He nailed 1 from behind the arc in the first quarter, 2 here in the second.
Markkanen outside. Pass to Sexton. And And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Man, the defender really went after
The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. Nuggets ahead. They lead by 8. Stay with us, folks.
The Nuggets, 64.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Brown, he's checked in for Michael Porter, and MP is subbed in for Caldwell Pope. On the court for the Nuggets, Gordon is the 4 with the Joker in the middle. Jamal Murray out there with MP, and it's Brown in at the 3 slot. Here's Jokic. Oh, the teardrop falls in. Jokic has got 20.
the size, the skill, the footwork. Jokic has it all. Just a strong move.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
And this is exactly what you love to see. Up big, not letting up. Keep on applying pressure to their defense. Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Colin Sexton's checked in for Clarkson. To the inside. Here's Gordon. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Lauri Markkanen. Aaron Gordon, Grant, growing up in the heart of Silicon Valley, San Jose.
Yeah, Aaron, using that to his advantage, involved with some apps. Now, we've seen a lot of players getting into the tech world. Great to see guys like Gordon branching out into business.
Recently, we've seen a few super teams put together. But it hasn't always been an automatic recipe for success, Smitty.
Well, B.A., a lot of times you see those super teams on paper. It's all about execution on the floor. And the biggest factor that sometimes hampers super teams is health. And that could be a big factor in upsetting your plans.
MP, the pass to Jokic. Inside. In transition, here come the Jazz. Sexton with it. Checked by Murray. Kept alive. Sexton, that's good. Sexton's got 15.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
We're seeing how Jokic can take over a game on a good night. He gets more and more efficient every season.
Here's Conley. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Conley's got his second bucket on the night.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen. They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
Covered by Jokic. Oh, MP with a block. For Denver, they've gone 8 of 12 from the floor in the third quarter. And it's Murray finishing it off.
And once the break is on, Murray gets involved, putting himself in the right position to score.
Conley against MP. Knocks it loose. Left side, Brown. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
4th personal foul.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Denver.
They are making it rain from the three-point land right now. And the coaching staff continues to encourage them to let it fly.
Yeah, all game long, they've been also playing well inside in the paint. Lots of points are coming their way thanks to them attacking the interior.
Denver has gone 4 of 7 from 3. A good percentage in the third quarter. Brown inside. He's guarded by Beasley. Brown can't hit. Here's Sexton. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
3rd personal foul. First team foul.
The first one fall.
Substitution on the court. At the line for the Nuggets, Aaron Gordon, shooting 1.
That free throw good from Gordon.
And talking about Gordon, just a freak athlete and ferocious dunker, a valuable role player on this team.
Vanderbilt and Kessler are inside. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Mike Conley. And it's Markkanen in at the 3. That's the group for Utah right now. Here's Conley. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Left side Murray. And he lobs it up to the rim. MP, the pass to Gordon. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Hey, when Gordon is playing with confidence, Aaron is a handful for defenders.
At the line for the Nuggets.
Both free throws good from Gordon. Utah with the ball. Trailing by 17. Next up, they'll face the Timberwolves in Minnesota. That's the first of a 3-game trip out on the road for them. Right side, Conley. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
It's on Nikola Jokic.
The cleverness of Conley getting the defender to be way too handsy with him.
The Nuggets have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this 4th quarter. And there's Murray. That one's good. And the assist by Porter. Murray's got 20 points.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Gordon, the pass to MP. Here's Jokic. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Clarkson up top, defended by Murray. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
It's so easy to get frustrated when you make mistakes, but you have to keep battling.
It's just one trip down the court, but you have to have short memory in this league or you won't last long.
Porter in the post. Markkanen's there. MP finds Porter. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Porter's got 4 points in the quarter.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Murray against Clarkson. Over Murray. And it's Denver with a rebound. Gordon's got 5 rebounds in the game. Murray against Clarkson. Murray passes to MP. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Markkanen. Outside Conley. Pass to Clarkson. Now here's Markkanen. Covered by MP. Markkanen drops in the layup for 2. That gives him a double-double.
Everyone knows about Markkanen from range. Also has the tools to challenge inside.
For Utah, they've gone 8 of 11 from the field in the 4th. Now Conley. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That free throw no good.
What I appreciate about Conley, the assist to turnover ratio for his career has been outstanding.
Finally getting himself to the free throw line. He was sitting back in the first half with no free throws to show for it.
To the inside. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And in 2022, more history made by Nikola Jokic, becoming the first player to amass 2,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, and 500 assists in a single season.
And Nikola Jokic breaking barriers at the center position, Grant.
Oh, so true, B.A. That 2,000, 1,500 season, it never been done before. The Joker's ability to be a facilitator at the 5, almost a point center. We've never really seen that before.
Gordon. Here's Jokic. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
And I think Jokic can average a double-double for the year. I mean, he is so good at using his body to box out on the glass.
The free throw drops for Jokic. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Conley against MP. Clarkson passes to Conley. Over MP. The shot by Conley, no good. Denver has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. And there's Murray, that one's good. And the assist by MP.
Skilled finish by Murray. He can score inside and outside, really anywhere on the court.
Markkanen finds Conley. Here's Vanderbilt. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Over Porter. Markkanen misses. And the Nuggets shooting it with confidence. 54% so far. Down low. Here's Gordon. Utah with the rebound. Vanderbilt's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Conley. And here's Markkanen to the paint. Here's Vanderbilt. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot. And will go to the line. Caldwell Pope's checked in for Murray.
Jared Vanderbilt shooting 1.
And Vanderbilt no good on that one. Well, the Nuggets shooting around 42% as we continue play in the fourth quarter. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
I'm not sure the defense affected that shot. That was just a blown gimme.
Here's Clarkson. That shot off the mark. Now Denver takes it the other way. Now Jokic. MP, the pass to Gordon. There's the triple. They get it back. Second shot opportunity. And Jokic finishes inside. Jokic has got 32 points in the game. Challenging stretch here for Utah. Pass to Conley. Covered by Jokic. Jokic grabs the board. Here's Porter. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Jokic has got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Time called here. The Jazz decide to talk it over. And last season, new trophies unveiled for the conference finals. Honoring Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Bob Cousy, Oscar Robertson. I love bringing up these names again.
I agree, B.A. I mean, these are legends. These were those that laid the foundation for this league to be successful. So the idea of adding a little hardware and putting their names on it, I couldn't think of anything better.
Conley passes to Clarkson. Back to Conley. From the baseline. Second chance effort. Denver grabs the miss.
He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8 ball.
MP, the pass to Jokic. And the dunk by Jokic.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Here's Clarkson. Gordon pulls it in. And the Nuggets shooting it with confidence. 54% so far. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
No debate there. He got hammered.
That's good from Porter.
Shooting for Denver, Michael Porter Jr.
Porter hits them both. Man, they're just getting run over right now.
And you can really see they're starting to show some frustration.
Markkanen, the pass to Vanderbilt.
Remaining in the game, 2 minutes.
Clarkson outside. Unable to get that one.
Hard to convert against that kind of defensive pressure.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
And he knocks down the first one. And Grant, you played on the Suns team whose training staff was renowned. Is that still a differentiator between teams, or has everybody caught up and on the same level now?
You know, B.A., I think everyone's caught up. You know, 15 years ago, the Suns training staff was ahead of their time. But now teams are all much more sophisticated. They understand injury prevention, rest, recovery, really aiding the players, and I think adding years for players on the back end of their careers.
The Jazz making a switch here. Olynyk's checked in to the middle. That's tipped.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says, in a great win for the Nuggets.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And what a huge performance it was for Nikola Jokic.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
Shooting for Denver, Ish.
That one misses.
Few guards in this league shoot under 70% from the line. Smith's well below that mark in his career.
And here's Brown. Pass to Chanchar. Here's MP. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
His first personal foul.
And he makes a first.
Number 9. At the line for 2.
And both free throws good for MP. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Over to the left wing. Back to Olynyk. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Just 5 on the clock. Misses off the right iron. MP, the pass to Smith. Back to MP. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Steve Smith, I'm Brian Anderson. Thanks for joining us tonight. So long and...
Hey, everyone.
Fantastic win tonight, MP.
Thanks, John.
What was your favorite part of tonight's game?
Just picking up that W, man. I could have easily scored 100 tonight. Let's be real. But if we would have gotten that loss, that wouldn't have mattered.
Okay, I hear what you're saying, but I think you'd still be pretty happy with 100, no?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you got me there. But you know what I mean, John. Stop playing with me. You know what I mean. You know, man, I played this game to win. So if it's great to have this feeling my first time on the NBA floor.
Totally, and it looked like you were having a great time out there, too, so congrats again, MP. I know you were looking forward to this all off season. There were a lot of media outlets in the preseason that made a big deal about the fan base's so-called negative reaction to you on draft day. But I did see quite a few people in the stands supporting you. Could you speak a little bit about that?
Community. Community is everything to me, so it's very important for me to have the fans on my side. You know, with that being said, it's only up to me to give them a reason to cheer, to smile, to have something to look forward to. You know, and with the season only just starting, you know, I'm not surprised if they're not fully on board yet.
Okay, but is it fair to you to have to prove yourself like that? Is there any part of you that wishes you were perhaps given the benefit of the doubt?
I mean, is it fair? I don't know. John, life ain't fair. You know, my parents used to always tell me that when I felt bad for myself.
Wise words.
Truly. You know, but as far as, you know, getting the benefit of the doubt goes, I'm more comfortable being in a position where I gotta prove myself. Always have, always will. You know, that's just a natural part of sports. You know, first you gotta prove yourself to your teammates that you can be trusted to deliver. Then, if you do that and get results, the fans will follow, so I'm not really worried about it.
Cool as a cucumber. I'm sure the fans will love that quote, MP.
Yeah, man.
Hey, thanks for your time.
Anytime, brother. Okay, that's it? All right. Thanks, guys.
Great team win tonight. How were you guys able to operate so efficiently on offense?
Man, it's all about sharing the ball and being unselfish. You know, no one cares who scores on his team or who gets their numbers. We're all committed to winning above all else.
And it showed tonight, especially on offense. You're really finding your open man.
Thanks, Nate. Yeah, man, I've been working on my passing. You know, you can't be a one-trick pony in this league. My teammates were draining from all over the court. That makes it a lot easier for me.
Sure does. Good win.
Thank you, man.
Okay, I will let him know.
What up, Rick? You good?
Hey, yeah, just got off the phone with Othello Akpem's assistant, and, the big boss man wants to see you.
What about? I mean, he's not one of those super hands-on GMs, is he?
Nah, I mean, that's not really his reputation.
So...
Honestly, I don't know what this is about, man. I mean, I tried to press his assistant for some more info, but all he told me was that Coach Graves will be there, too.
Okay. Something about this feels off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
You got any advice?
Go in there with an open mind, see what they want to talk about, and come back here and we'll talk about it.
All right. Bet.
MP, come on in, take a seat.
What's up, MP?
Coach Graves, Mr. Akpem.
What'd I tell you about that? Othello, please.
All right, man, my bad. You got it.
So, about Shep.
Oh, boy, you too.
Now just listen. We knew the PR hit we'd take for picking you over him. But that's all just outside noise. Inside these walls, all we care about is ball.
All right, well, I'm willing to put in the work. On and off the court. So whatever it takes. I actually spoke to Freddie Novak.
You talked to Freddie?
Did I do something wrong by talking to Freddie?
Freddie's a nice guy. I like him. But all this stuff about controlling your own narrative, you're a ball player, not a politician.
We put together a very specific game plan for you. You hit these goals, you're in the starting lineup. Simple as that.
Okay, Freddie made it seem like I had to do a bunch of PR stuff just to get my shot with the Stars.
That's flat out wrong. This Shep stuff has nothing, I repeat, nothing to do with your playing time. I want you to focus on your craft, not this PR stuff. Am I clear?
Crystal clear.
Good. I don't need to keep you. But if you ever want to talk, or if Freddie gives you a hard time, whatever, my door is always open.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Akpem.
Othello. Don't mention it. Thank me by putting in the work.
All right. See you, Coach.
See ya. Sounds good, Jerry. Yeah, I'll link up with you later, man. All right, have a great one.
Yo, you want me to come back?
No, you good.
You sure?
Yeah, I just wanted to talk with you about your meeting with Othello.
To be honest with you, man, I'm a little confused.
Yeah, I thought you might say that.
Yeah. So you know something?
Man, I'm all over it.
So what's your take on it then, man? And one ear I got Freddie tell me one thing, and the other I have Othello basically forbidding me to talk to Freddie.
Oh, well, he forbid you?
Well, not exactly, but he's not happy that I'm talking to him. I mean, the thing is, you know, winning over the fans, I'm all for. It is my thing. It's a great idea. It's well-researched. But Rick, man, if it's me stepping on people's toes, I'm not for it.
Look,
I don't want to make the coaching staff angry.
That's not gonna happen, all right?
So what's the plan, man?
Well, first of all, relax. All right, everything's fine, man. It's just a little palace intrigue, that's all.
Palace intrigue? All right, sure.
Look, your president of basketball ops, Phil Boyer, he's feeling the heat right now. He underestimated the PR hit that he would take by drafting you while Shep is still on the board. And optics, for better or worse, are very important for a man in his position.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a career to consider, so I get it.
Okay, so if you take this whole thing seriously, it'll do a great deal of getting you ahead.
Okay. Well, like I said, I'm down for whatever. Just say the word.
All right, that's good, that's good. But meanwhile, you still got Othello Akpem thinking that Freddie's some existential threat.
A threat?
Yeah.
Yo, bro, what is he, like, angling for his job? Dude is in marketing, man.
I don't know. Stranger things have happened, man.
Wow. I don't know. Dude seemed pretty straightforward to me.
I mean, that was my read, too, but, I mean, that don't mean Othello's not worried. Look, the way he sees it, Phil's legacy is tied to you, which means that Freddie's got his ear because you come with a lot of media baggage.
Okay, again, that part makes sense.
Okay, plus you got the whole data-driven angle. You gotta remember, Othello's old school, like a real scouts and chalkboards type. Thinks that anybody with a computer's trying to push him out the league.
Right.
All right, so all I'm saying is you gotta walk a real fine line here, man. I mean, goes without saying, you have to perform.
Yo, the funny thing is, that does not seem to be the focus right now, at all.
Like, I mean, you want the money, right?
Hey.
Then this all comes with it.
Hey, I ain't complaining. I just think it's funny, man.
Look, all this means is that we gotta be delicate, all right? So instead of launching this, you know, full-on PR blitz, probably on the lines of what Freddie would want, let's dip our toes in this whole plan to win over the fans.
I think I know what you're saying. You want to slow play it.
Slow play it,
Oh,
exactly.
Man. All right.
It's not like we won't do nothing. We'll just ease into it. Keep Othello and Freddie happy, which keeps Phil happy.
Okay.
Which makes us one big, happy, slightly dysfunctional family.
Okay. It's all making sense now. So when we start, man.
Well, Mila and Ashley are running point on this, so I'm sure they'll hit you up when they got something to say.
Yo, let them know whenever, wherever, it don't matter. I'm there, I'm your guy. Let's get it.
Okay, I get it. Look, in the meantime, you just focus on ball, all right? Hit the goals that Othello and Coach G gave you, win some games maybe, and we're gonna be golden.
Win some games?
I'm just saying.
Hey, that ain't no issue.
Yeah, I ain't think it was gonna be.
All right, then.
All right, get out there, man.
game last night. Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
And at this point of the season, Greg, many coaches still are maneuvering their lineups, trying to find the right formula. Making a switch here. MP's checked in, and he's got his first chance at the line here.
Andrew Wiggins, shooting 1.
So out there for the Nuggets right now. Out on the perimeter, it's Caldwell Pope and Porter Jr. Gordon steps in at the 4 with Jokic in at center. And it's MP in at the 1 spot. And you look at MP, you have to think back to his very successful college career, Greg. Was an outright star at that level.
Yeah, stayed 3 years before making the jump to the NBA. You don't see that too often nowadays, but he won a college championship and had nothing left to prove.
Second shot opportunity, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Thompson outside. Wiggins against Porter. Curry outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Curry's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Warriors.
Well, to have a soft touch is one thing, but to do it from 25 feet, come on, Steph.
Wiggins outside. Back to Curry. Wiggins surveying the floor. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
It's Denver basketball.
The Nuggets trail by 7. And here's Jokic. It's tipped. Now the Warriors moving it up. Thompson with the ball. Wiggins inside the line. It doesn't go for him. And it's Denver the other way. Caldwell Pope outside. At the elbow. Jokic to the middle. Here's MP. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Well, when it comes to creative passing, Jokic is probably at the top of the list in the NBA.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this one.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
And as good as Draymond Green has been off the floor, this guy will be an all-time broadcaster, already a popular podcast. Great TV studio appearances as well.
And Draymond Green, the next broadcasting star. You've watched his work. Why is that?
And Kevin, I think his basketball IQ is incredible. And we see that when he plays, but he can also vocalize it to the audience. And, of course, Draymond is not afraid to say what he thinks.
And the short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Defensively, he wants his guys to protect the rim and do everything they can to push the offense out to the perimeter. He told me if we can do that, I feel good about our chances. Now, guys, obviously that's a tall order, but he's trying to get his guys to get geeked for the challenge.
Thank you, David. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Jokic signing a huge extension this offseason. Largest contract at the time it was signed. You knew it was coming, as he just means so much to the franchise, and that's the cost for a back-to-back MVP.
Looney's checked in for Golden State. The pass to Thompson. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Clay not forcing anything, just waiting for his time, collecting points in the flow of the offense.
MP passes to Gordon. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
First personal foul.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
One thing about Aaron Gordon that stands out is his insane athleticism. He's capable of some incredible dunks. And because he attacks that rim with such ferocity, It makes it special to see him go to the rim.
We've seen Gordon compete, Brent, in the dunk contest like you, and there are some who would say he should have won. What about you?
You can make a strong case that he was robbed, and Aaron actually does. But we see that under the legs, leaping over the mascot dunk on so many highlight reels. Just a special athlete, and what a special contest that was.
There's Jokic.
Just have to stay down on any kind of pump fake. Once Jokic got him up in the air, he had him.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And I like what he did at the line a season ago. How about 81%?
And he knocks down the first one.
And back in 2021, Nikola Jokic became the lowest drafted player to ever win the MVP. The 41st pick of the draft, the first second-round pick to win the award.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Kuminga comes in for Wiseman. And Poole subbed in for Wiggins. Jokic against Curry. Jokic kicks to MP. Misses the three. And from second rounder to MVP grade, Nikola Jokic. What a story.
Amazing, Kevin. And you know, one thing the Joker did to transform his game, dedicate himself to his conditioning. Jokic is in much better shape now than when he first entered the league.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Klay Thompson. And Denver also making a switch. Green's checked in.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Curry passes to Looney. Iguodala outside. Curry on the wing. Some nice passing by Golden State. The shot by Looney, no good. The Nuggets trail by 6. Green passes to Highland. Down low, MP. And it's Looney with the rebound. And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Kicks to Curry. From deep. And the Warriors get it back. Count it. Good. And the Warriors lead by 8.
Kind of a simple job for Looney out there, but he's willing to do it. Gets into the middle and fights for that ball.
Highland passes to MP. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. I think it's pretty clear, Greg, what the goal is for this Denver organization long term.
It's simple, Kevin. Make it to the finals. The Nuggets have never been there. They've been close reaching a conference finals on more than one occasion.
Back to Curry. Poole on the wing. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
MP passes to Highland. And it's the Warriors on the break. And a wide open look for Iguodala. Another 3 for Golden State.
How about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Highland misses.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
The pass to Green, and he comes up with the deuce.
Green. Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Last outing for Denver, they won that game against Utah. Iguodala finds Curry. Over to the wing. Now, here's Looney. He's guarded closely. Poole, no good. The Nuggets trail by 11. MP dishes to Brown. Back to MP. Iguodala against Brown. He takes it in. 6 to shoot. Green breaking loose. And it's Brown missing.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
Curry can't get it to go.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level. His tonight has been high.
Here's Najee. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And a deep three from Curry. He's off on that one. And the Nuggets going the other way. 1:41 left to play here in the first. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. On up the court. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. 8 points for Stephen Curry. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Sometimes the offense can be...
Substitution on the court.
The core of this team all out there. Curry and Thompson in the backcourt with Green at the 4. Wiseman's out there with Andrew Wiggins. That's the Warriors' 5. Floats it up for Wiggins, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
He makes that look so easy. Andrew Wiggins up and down on the alley-oop.
Here's Murray. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drive.
And while you can't get it all back in one possession, just stay after it, keep attacking, and see what happens.
Low block shot, and the shot is long.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Drains it from behind the arc. Thompson's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Warriors. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Jumps up, and it's Thompson with the jam.
We all know that Klay Thompson's a great scorer, and we should talk more about his defense, so we will here. Intelligent and uses his length that time.
Bob pass to Gordon. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Great timing, but Aaron Gordon's going to make any lob look good.
Warriors leading by 19 points. Wiggins outside. Back to Curry. Now here's Wiseman. 17 points in his last outing. Curry against Murray. 7-foot shot off the left rim and out.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
No good that time. Wiggins with some nice D. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They host the Kings after this game. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Wiggins against Porter. MP passes to Jokic. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Gordon finds Jokic. Clock at 4. It's Porter outside. And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Michael Porter Jr. was a top prospect in his high school class, but his back injury has presented a constant challenge. He says, it changed my perspective. I'm just going to get up every day and try to be better than I was the day before. If I'm giving my best every day, I'm good. Back to you guys.
Well, you hope he stays healthy. That has been a concern. Thanks, David. Warriors leading by 17. Curry with a wide open look. And again, no good by Golden State.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
Jokic passes to MP. Can't connect from short range. Golden State's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
Murray for 3. Warriors with the rebound. Wiseman's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Curry passes to Wiseman. To end the drought, and it's good on the way in. Wiseman's got 6.
Well, Wiseman setting up camp on the interior. He's going to be effective there.
Murray scanning the floor. Jokic finds Porter.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Pass to MP. Wiggins with the block.
Oh my, Wiggins saying no.
Shot clock at 3. Murray for 3.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
One of the stars of the 2020 bubble playoffs, Jamal Murray.
I mean, remember, he had a 50-point game, and Murray averaged over 26 points, helped Denver make it to the Western Conference Finals. We saw Jamal take his game to another level in Orlando.
Pulls it up. Here's Wiseman. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second team foul.
James Wiseman just so tantalizing. You see that 7-foot frame, those long arms, a rare combo guy out there. It's going to be great to watch him grow.
And Brent, unfortunately, the young career of James Wiseman has been plagued by injury.
Yeah, it's been really tough, Kevin, with that meniscus injury, 39 games into his career. He had his surgery, and then he was trying to come back, and multiple setbacks in his pathway to try to get back on the floor and become an impact player as the first overall pick a couple of years ago. Kept him out the entirety of last season. Hopefully.
Klay Thompson has been leading the charge for the Warriors.
66. The Nuggets, 41.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Klay Thompson is checked in for the Warriors. Poole comes in for Klay Thompson. Big group substitution here for Denver. Zeke Naji, he's checked in for Jokic. Bruce Brown comes in for Gordon. MP's checked in for Michael Porter. And it's Ish Smith in for Jamal Murray. And with every season, Brent, it seems like the league gets more diverse and international. It certainly keeps the play interesting.
Well, the skill set of the younger players that come into the league is absolutely scintillating. And those different styles, those different techniques, that's the great thing about basketball, is that you can find something within each player that you like to steal or borrow, but it's unique to them.
Kevon Looney is checked in for the Warriors. Taking a look at the Nuggets, they've got MP. Bruce Brown is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then there's Ish Smith. It's Naji in at the 5 spot. Poole with no one around. And again, no good by Golden State. And so, MP will bring it up for Denver. Poole with the steal. Fast break, here they come. Rebound by the Nuggets. Now Brown.
And there's a lot you can say about Golden State's offensive ability, but their defense is also razor sharp. They know how to control the flow of the game.
Bruce Brown, 2 shots.
So he comes up empty at the line. Curry kicks to Wiggins. Kept alive. Tries again. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, the defender was all over Kevon Looney, and he got physical right back. That's all.
The Nuggets trail by 20, and some might go as far, Greg, is saying Golden State's defense is underrated.
It is kind of overlooked at times, and their shooting is so exceptional it hides everything else, like how they can dominate the glass defensively.
The core of this team all out there, Curry and Thompson in the backcourt with Green at the 4. Wiggins is out there with James Wiseman, so that's the group out there for Golden State. Wiggins against Porter. Thompson for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got his 4th assist in this one. And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game.
And I like the way he's settled down here. I mean, after the sloppy first half, he's done a much better job taking care of the ball.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Well, Brent, between major injuries and some high-profile roster turnover, it's been an up-and-down last couple of years for the Warriors.
Yeah, mostly due, Kevin, to injuries. I mean, through it all, they've managed to continue to play with joy. They've given a lot of guys opportunities to just be out there, and then they drafted and rebuilt the team behind the big three to complement those guys as they found their health. So the run is still there for Golden State to do great things. Winning a championship last year has them back on the top of the mountain.
And Thompson gets it to go.
And we're well aware of how dangerous Klay Thompson can be. You remember that 37-point outburst in one quarter.
MP passes to Jokic. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Here's Green. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
Denver basketball.
The Nuggets trail by 21. MP passes to Jokic. Tries again. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
And such a young, exciting core for the Nuggets. The MVP, Jokic, Michael Porter Jr., and Jamal Murray. This group has a chance to be a contender for years to come.
Here's Curry, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. With Jokic, I mean, the potential break of this Denver team, they've got so much, but what is the key for them to actually reach it?
Kevin, simply health. I mean, they need Murray and MPJ to be out there. Those two have had major injury issues. Jokic is a generational talent, but the man needs help.
That one goes. Count it. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 11 rebounds. Jokic passes to Porter. Last season, of course, Marcus Smart won the Defensive Player of the Year. You know, Greg, it's rare to see a guard win it. Should perimeter players get more consideration from this point on?
It's tough, Kev. I do think they should. And I think that the numbers, though, tend to favor the rim protectors, but it's only right to recognize great defense at every position, especially at an age of positionless basketball.
Curry against Murray. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession.
Nuggets basketball.
Here's Jokic. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
To the inside. Wiggins kicks to Curry. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got assist number 5 here tonight. To the paint. Murray, good. And it's 13 points for Jamal Murray.
Yeah, there's a feeling sometimes, even at 6'3", when Murray gets to the interior, he plays a bit bigger.
Thompson for 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Here's Jokic. Deep 2 from Murray. The Warriors pull it in. Wiseman's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Wiggins, and he banks in the layup.
And how about Wiggins' ability to slither in there and slip past the contact for a finish?
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. We saw Andrew Wiggins take a big step forward when he went to Golden State in 2020.
A lot of people think that's a subtle change, but I actually think it's
With social media and the cult celebrity, a lot of pitfalls for players. Brent, is the NBA doing a good job preparing them to face those very public challenges?
It's a really good question, Kevin. And I think what's interesting is to study players who've been in the NBA for a while that are embracing social media versus what you're seeing with younger players who have grown up with social media and how they handle that dynamic coming in. And I think, quite frankly, the younger players are a lot better at doing it than some of the older players.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
And the Warriors take on 2 more.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
MP dishes to Green. Back to MP. Passes to Green. Shot clock at 6. Denver needs to get off his shot. Chanchar. No good from outside. Golden State's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. And that one's good. Wiggins.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Knocked away. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Puts up a 3. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
Here's Smith. They can't stop the run with that one.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Brent, we've seen star players continue to angle their way onto what some would call super teams. Is that good or bad for the league?
Well, I think at some point that's going to probably play itself out. I mean, every organization, Kevin, quite frankly, is looking for the best talent they can. So if you could pile up 3, 4, 5, you're going to do it. But at some point financially, it just doesn't make sense. So I think there's going to be a time where you're going to see that dissipate a little bit as teams put themselves together.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Inside. DiVincenzo hits the bucket.
And Wiggins is a capable passer, someone that wants to hit a guy in the right spot.
To the middle. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Just thinking aloud about the best teams of my lifetime, that 2017 Warriors are way up there. That first year KD was with Golden State.
And here is Moody. Green kicks to DiVincenzo. Just 5 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Moody's shot is off. And the title-winning 2017 Warriors, Brent Berry, what made them special?
Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green. I mean, all these guys in their prime, Kevin, but to me, it's what Steve created there stylistically. The fact that they played with so much freedom and so much enjoyment. You don't see that all that often. So the Warriors reaching the crown with that kind of consistency and character, that's what made it special.
Pass to Thompson. 3-pointer. Here's Green. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunity.
Yeah, those are tough. You get back into the game by working harder than the other team, not the other way around. They're just going to extend this lead.
The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Greg, you think of everything that goes into making it to the NBA as a player. Did it come easy for you, or was it all work?
It's easy, really, to overlook the grind, but when you love the game, all those hours in the lab don't feel quite like work. At least not until you start getting a little longer in the tooth.
And both free throws good for Green. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
This was a team performing to its fullest. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm. And
What up, Ash? Press?
No. I gotta show you something. Just watch this.
Hey, what's MP stand for anyway? Sounds like a phone to me. Y'all got that MP29? That Nokia joint?
No. I think it stands for mostly pathetic.
No. Major post. Missed the point.
Musty pillow.
Yo, why is that so funny, though?
I think it's because she's an agent, and usually they're not funny. They're just suits. But this agent, she's very funny.
Oh, yeah.
They're supposed to be friends with everybody. You know what I mean? That's kind of their deal.
That is my deal. I'm either your friend or your worst enemy, and nothing in between.
You still salty Ricky Bennett didn't join your agency, Barbara?
Oh, come on now. I was just trying to help a brother out. It's not my fault that he doesn't understand the rules of the game.
Oh, Shep, I got a serious question for you. Why can't you be more of a leader like MP? Why are you gonna be so gosh darn selfish all the time?
Man, anyone looking up to that bum now? Good luck leading the team when you buried on the bench.
But you know who I really feel sorry for? Like, honestly, his girl. All these NBA players. She stuck with that clown? I mean, realistically, man, he probably got a whole closet full of cardigans and pleated khakis, right?
She'll figure it out. Speaking of, yo, Mila, your boy's single. Hit me up if you ever want to see what it's like to be with a real man.
Oh, wow. I am not touching that one.
Dude, this episode is gonna do numbers, bro.
Was there ever any doubt?
Hey, Shep, any final words you want to say to MP? Before the camera dies, because we're making this fire content right now.
Yeah, for sure. I just want to say, your game's trash, your agent's trash, your girl's trash, and you're trash. Did I forget anything?
Girl, agent. I think you got that covered, buddy.
And the next time I see you, I'm going to tell you that to your face. Other than that, just wishing you many blessings, brother.
That's real classy. Why would he even mention me?
Is he Shep? Does he need a reason?
Yeah, no, he does not. Clown.
Look, this means nothing. It's just some loudmouth being a loudmouth. But you do have that Top Takes Daily interview tomorrow, and they are absolutely going to want to ask about this, given how inflammatory it was. Like I said, it's no big deal. It is no big deal, but we are going to obviously need to strategize your response, okay? So meet me at the business hub after you finished up here, and we'll go over whatever it is we need to go over. Yeah?
Okay. Yeah. I appreciate you, Ash. Always keep me in the loop, no matter how painful it is. Thank you.
It's literally what you pay me to do. But yeah. See you in a bit.
Ash, not one chair?
I don't do chairs.
So what about your guests? We all just gonna stand, stare at you?
Guests? No. Did you come in here to drag me from my office decor, or do you want to prep for Top Takes Daily?
Let's prep.
Great. All right. So obviously what Shep said was beyond the pale, but you've already been memed to death on social media, so it's not like it's going anywhere.
You know what, Ash, the more and more I
soon.
think about Shep right now, the angrier I'm getting, so I'd rather not talk about this.
Okay, be that as it may, you will have to talk about it, and
Mila?
you can't
You spoke about Mila on
lose your
TV?
cool on national television.
I don't care about TV. That is not cool.
I'm sorry, do you think that this is a prestige TV show? They're gonna ask you about it, you're gonna talk about it, and you're gonna get your emotions in check. Do you understand?
That was not acceptable.
Sure. Tell that to him when you see him in person.
Oh, I will.
But when you talk about it on TV, because believe me, you will have to talk about it on TV, you need to keep an even keel. You can say that the comment was unacceptable. You can even call him trash if you want.
But
I
isn't
don't
that
care.
basically losing my cool again?
Not if it's true. Okay? The main thing is you need to keep your cool so that it doesn't look like you're about to attack Kendrick Perkins for bringing it up on television. That's going to make you look weak.
Okay. I can get with that.
You could play the disappointed parent card, right? Oh, I expected more from my fellow man. The NBA is a brotherhood. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever.
High road or low road, right?
No, they're both the high road. Both the high road, just different flavors. But the key is you gotta be authentic, all right? You need to be you. You just need to be the calmest, most mature version of yourself possible.
Yeah, that's kind of like when I was in college. It kind of reminds me of that time when...
No, I don't have time to go on a trip down memory lane. Do you have anything else to say about Top Takes Daily?
No. I have no more questions.
Excellent. I'll see you at the studio. I'm going to meet you there. I need to lay some ground rules with the showrunner. And I also want to be there in case anything crops up last minute. Does that sound good?
Sounds like a plan. Again, thank you for your advice. Thank you for... Get some chairs in here next time.
Engage your core. Sit on the yoga ball. Wouldn't hurt.
What you got there, Ashley? Huh?
Bunch of hopefuls.
Okay.
Trying to ride your coattails.
And,
and here he is.
MP, my name is Jocelyn Davies, executive producer for Top Takes Daily. So nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
As I was telling Jocelyn earlier, we are open to any discussion involving one Shep Owens, but we do expect those questions to be respectful. And if you wish to move on quickly from any given question, we expect that desire to be honored.
And as I was just explaining to Ms. St. Germain, this is a reputable program on $1 billion network. We take procedures and standards very seriously and will, of course, treat MP
No
with
snacks in the dressing room.
Oh, my gosh. I will take care of it.
Second day this week.
Got it.
Yeah.
It's done.
Chips,
billion-dollar
cookies,
network.
crackers, popcorn.
Got
I'm
it,
not
got
asking
it.
for
Thank
much.
you so much. 60 seconds.
Thank you.
Very reputable.
That's staying right there.
We'll, of course, treat MP with the utmost respect and professionalism at all times.
Will you guys have snacks?
Oh, yeah, we got snacks.
Hey, I'm good. Let's do it.
Jocelyn, I mean it. Okay? This is not the day for Kendrick to try to go viral over anything. Are we clear?
Ash, like, loosen up a little bit. I can handle Perkins. That's no problem.
See? MP's a big boy. He can take care of himself.
Oh, of that I'm sure. But I can take care of myself. Okay, let's not forget that.
Okay. You ready to head a set now?
Yeah.
Let's head over. Everyone, I'd like to introduce MP.
Hey, how's it going? Sam Woods. Big fan. Nice to meet you.
Thanks, man.
Of course, you know JJ
My guy. Good to see you.
and Kendrick.
Hey, what's going on, superstar?
Awkward. All right, you're going to sit right here adjacent to me. Thanks.
All right. Places, everyone.
All right, everybody. We're going live. Thanks for coming on the show. Here we go.
Anytime.
Just follow my video. 4, 3. And welcome back to Top Takes Daily. And for our next segment, we are joined live in studio by the guy everybody is talking about, our very special guest, MP. Welcome to the program.
My man, thank you guys for having me on.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. Now, I know this might be a sensitive subject, but I just want to get right into it. We all saw what happened on draft night.
Yeah.
But we haven't heard your side of the story. So I'm wondering, how does it feel to be on the receiving end of a mixed reaction like that on what should be the most enjoyable night of your life?
that just comes with the territory, you know? Like, we make a lot of money, and it's all because of those passionate fans out there. Night in and night out, coming into the games and showing their support. It's because of them, you know what I'm saying? And yes, the fans are free to express their feelings however way they want, but it don't matter to me.
I mean, are we serious right now? Listen, MP, with all due respect, do you expect us to believe that? If my own so-called fans were booing me, that wouldn't sit right with me at all.
Yo, Kendrick, my man, it doesn't bother me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know in the long run, people will come around and, you know, see what I'm all about. You know, and that's just giving everything that I got to this game. You know, not only to the team, but to this city, man. You know, it's my job. Proving my worth to these fans is my job. You know, so I know right now they may be booing, but soon enough they're going to be cheering for me.
MP, let's stay with the draft for a moment. A big part of the reaction to your selection was the fact that Shep Owens, your biggest rival, was still on the draft board.
That's right.
But a lot of people think he has the higher upside due to his athleticism and the fact that he has loads of untapped potential as a relative newcomer to this game, whereas you've been trying to work on your skill set for the last decade plus. How would you respond to people who think you've got the higher floor but the lower ceiling?
I understand where that view comes from, but I don't share it.
And why's that?
It's because basketball is about a lot more than athletic ability. I mean, what it's all about, like, what is your opponent doing? How can you stop them? What are your teammates' strengths? How can you empower them to play the best basketball that they can play?
Almost like a chess match.
Absolutely. A complete chess match, thank you. Athleticism is a tool, but that's all it is. It's a tool. It's like giving like a power drill to a baby. But that doesn't mean that the baby can build you a house just because he has that power drill. You feel what I'm saying?
Time out.
Did I mess your head up with that one?
Are you calling Shep Owens a baby?
I think so.
No. Don't. What I'm saying is it's just a metaphor. So let's not read into that a little too much here.
MP, you know we keep it real on here. I gotta ask you, man to man, how do you respond to Shep Owens calling you out on his reality show?
Oh, wow.
This dude took shots at you. He took shots at your family. He even took shots at your girl. What do you say to something like that?
You know, I'm going to say this as calmly as possible. Because at the end of the day, it's disappointing to me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to me, basketball is a place where you express joy. Yeah, I want to beat my opponent, don't get me wrong. So in the heat of the moment, words do get exchanged. But to talk about another man's family? Like, fam, I'm embarrassed for him. My man has a lot of growing up to do.
Well, what I want to know, and we want to know, the next time you two meet, are you going to exchange words? Are y'all going to exchange words?
I don't know. But I'm sure there's going to be a discussion, that I can promise you. You know, I'm not expecting him to change his stripes. You know, he is who he is. You know, so when someone shows you who they are, you believe them. That's it. You know, that's what my parents told me, and that's just how I live.
Well, this has been unforgettable, and I'd love to continue this conversation, but unfortunately, we are out of time. MP, thank you for joining us.
Wait, so that's it?
It's been a real pleasure. Yeah, and we got to wrap things up, but you have been a tremendous sport, and we really appreciate you answering the tough questions. We wish you all the best, you and your family and your girl. Coming up next, we talk early season contenders and pretenders, but first, this commercial break.
Clark, the season is still young, but for front offices, GMs, what are they looking for at this point of the year?
As a
checked in for the Nuggets.
Well, we're starting to see the pieces fall into place in OKC. Their #2 overall pick, Chet Holmgren, showing tremendous promise. And the chemistry he's developing with Josh Giddey and SGA makes them very, very intriguing.
On the court for the Thunder, they've got Holmgren. Alexei Pokusevski is out there with Lou Dort. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Giddey in a 2-guard. Shot is good by Gordon.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
The Thunder have gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. Gilgeous-Alexander against MP. Can't hit it from 12 feet. For Denver, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Jokic finds Porter. Here's Caldwell Pope.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
On offense, here are the Thunder. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his first personal foul.
Watching SGA run this offense, he's so patient, and he reads the defense exceptionally well.
Yeah, Gilgeous-Alexander really plays at his pace, Grant.
You know, B.A., he's one of those guys the defense just can't speed up. And every move is purposeful. No wasted motion. He methodically breaks you down. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
Pass to Holmgren. All alone. No good off the back of the rim.
The defensive breakdown gives him a wide open look, but he can't take advantage.
MP, the pass to Jokic. Outside for Porter. The 3-ball. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
And you know, I mean, they played with great energy all the way through. Just fell a little bit short.
Yeah, they were really close right there. Just couldn't string together a few key plays to help get them over the top for the win. Whenever you talk about teams battling injuries, the Denver Nuggets really come to the top of the list. It's really prevented them, the injuries they've had to key players from reaching their full potential.
Highland, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. Oklahoma City has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. It's Giddey on the wing. That one rolls around and rims out. Well, if the Nuggets could just get healthy, they could be a real problem, Clark. Maybe even a title contender.
You know, BA, a couple of seasons ago when they were healthy, they showed what the potential could be in Denver. I mean, they were a scary team, but it's been disappointing recently to see Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr. go down with different injuries, and that's had a significant impact on this team. Hopefully, we will get to see this squad at full strength, because if we do, I think that will be a lot of fun for all basketball fans.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws in his rookie season, Grant. Taking a look at the Thunder. We've got Lugan Stort, Josh Giddey out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Alexei Pokusevski, and it's Holmgren in at the 5, down low. And here's Porter outside, and it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Giddey. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Giddey's got 9.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Going all in. That was the 2K drive. Well worth a second look.
Yeah, he's clearly not satisfied with the lead they have. Took it to the rack. It would not be denied.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, one of the deadliest drivers in the league. Coach Nick Nurse of the Raptors said, quote, His first step is unbelievable. It's hard for anybody to keep him in front of him, and once he blows by you, he can slow down, he can sidestep. He's got a lot of things going. Brian?
Well, it's fun to watch, Allie. Thanks for that. And the dunk by Jokic.
At almost 7 feet tall now, Jokic can definitely throw it down, and he's happy to remind defenses that he can do so.
Pass to Giddey. Here's Holmgren, covered by Jokic. And it's Holmgren missing. The Nuggets have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Back to Jokic. Murray against Giddey. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Lou Dort picks one up.
And when healthy, Murray is a force to be reckoned with, because he can go get baskets against tough defense, and he can also make plays for others.
Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. You know, for most players, being a starter has value. But, Grant, some elite teams have been elevated by great players who have accepted a reserve role.
And it's really special, B.A., when you have that. Players who are willing to sacrifice for the greater good of the team. Putting winning first at all costs. When you think about it, through the years, Manu Ginobili with the Spurs, Andre Iguodala in Golden State, it really can galvanize a team and lead to winning championships.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 14. Over MP. That one's wide left. The Nuggets shooting just 38% for this game so far. And watching the 18th pick of the draft, MP, there was a lot of debate as to where he could get selected.
Yeah, there was a lot of film on MP, but not a real sense of his role. Teams like his intangibles, but weren't sure if the upside of taking him in the first round was there. And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And when Dort's out there, Grant, he really gives this team a physical presence.
Oh, I like this guy, B.A. I mean, very strong, very aggressive at both ends. He makes a lot of hustle plays. Seems like every successful team has 1 or 2 of those guys like him.
Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Releases. They get the rebound. Pokashevsky. It doesn't go for him.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Porter gets the bucket.
Well, you know, on the inside, Porter is a very skilled player. He understands that you've got to be multi-dimensional, a lot of versatility to your game to be effective inside.
And the Nuggets. So it's Oklahoma City up 19 points as
the score. Your Nuggets 46. The Thunder, 65. Fans, please welcome to the floor.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out. He is checked in for Caldwell Pope. For Denver, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Gordon is the 4 with the Joker in the middle. Murray out there with MP. And it's Porter in at the small forward position.
Substitution on the court.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. It's a 16-point game. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Yeah, and despite being the youngest team in the league, the Thunder have been solid defensively the last couple years. A great sign going forward for this franchise.
And looking at this Oklahoma City roster, what makes them so good on D?
Well, they have loads of length. The Thunder have made a point to draft players with huge wingspans, making things difficult for opponents scoring-wise. Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took. And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Clark, despite missing Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr., Denver managed to finish 6th in the West last year.
And you know the reason they did that was because of the MVP, Nikola Jokic. I mean, he was the guy who carried them to that 6th-place finish in the West. Don't forget about role guys like Aaron Gordon and Bones Highland. They stepped up and played well, but it was Jokic, the Joker, that carried that team to the heights they got to.
Denver basketball.
To the inside. Stolen by Giddey. Outside, Williams. Baseline jumper. And that one's good. Giddey. Giddey's got 16 points. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Oklahoma City?
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And, you know, on top of that, second chance points have been a major component for them. And I love the relentlessness they've shown on the offensive glass. You know, one measure of Nikola Jokic's growth as a player is his triple-double tally. I mean, he's already among the NBA career leaders in that
Oklahoma
category.
City foul. Darius Baisley. That's his 3rd personal foul.
That free throw good from Gordon. Well, among active players, only LeBron and Westbrook are ahead of Jokic in triple-doubles, Clark.
And B.A. with a lot of runway left in front of him. I mean, the Joker figures to keep climbing up that list. I don't know if he'll catch Russ or the Big O at the top, but he's going to be in the neighborhood.
Pass to Robinson Earl. This one for 3. No good there. Now Denver takes it the other way. They'll be off to Portland for a meeting with the Trailblazers after this one. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. To the paint. It's tipped and stolen by Williams. Williams on the wing. The 3 is up. Hauled in by Brown. For Denver, they've gone 6 for 9 in the half. Williams against Jokic. Pass to MP. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Jokic. That time on the assist by MP. MP's got his 4th assist in this one. And for Oklahoma City, they're shooting a disappointing 38%. Outside Giddey. Over MP. And there's a whistle. And so it's the Thunder taking... care of business in this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Yeah, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg.
MP, what's up, bro?
T-Mac, man, you here to see me?
Yeah, I'm here to see you. You're eight.
All right, so what'd you do to get past that?
And I needed to talk to someone who went through.
Welcome to this week's episode of NBA 2K TV.
We're a week into 2023, which means some of you might be going back to work or school, but the fun never stops in 2K23.
That's right, so let's tip off this week with some VC to get your year started off right.
Ready or not, here we go. Former 2K cover athlete Luka Doncic put up
And Greg, something to keep an eye on in this one, the big man. Both these teams have talented front courts.
You're exactly right. Both.
Now for Portland. Eubanks, he's checked in for Nurkic. Little comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Peyton in for Damian Lillard. MP's checked in for Denver. So out there for the Nuggets right now. Gordon steps in at the 4 with Jokic in at center. MP is out there with Murray, and it's Porter at the 3.
Yeah, that one put them over the limit, and it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
And after several playoff runs, the Portland Trailblazers, Smitty, decided to shake things up.
The decision to deal key role players shows they wanted a change in direction. They felt like their team needed some changes, but it looks like they still are aiming to remain competitive.
Here we go, one-on-one. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I like when Simons takes charge, because when he does, it forces the D to act.
The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. Zeke Naji, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Greg, when you watch Anthony Simons play, you can see the burst he has on the ball.
And that goes for him attacking the rim and rising up for a shot. Impossible to stay in front of him with that quick first step. And with his skill and athleticism, boy, the sky's the limit.
Sharp's checked in for Portland.
A nightly double-double threat. Jokic is also an exceptional playmaker for a guy that size.
Now, here's Sharp. He started closer. On the wing, Peyton. 6 on the shot clock.
Nice vision from the youngster Sharp that time.
For Denver, they've gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. MP passes to Naji. Jokic with it. Denver passing it around. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Riding the hot hand, and why not? If something's working, keep going to it.
Little dishes to Peyton. Here's Eubanks. Jokic defending. Peyton from outside. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic passes to MP. The rebound by Watford. Portland trailing here. Here's Sharp. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And the Nuggets making a change here. Green's checked in. Denver's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Brown the pass to MP. And here we go. Fast break. Peyton's got it. And there's the lay-in. Peyton's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
They're getting him shots in his spots. That's understanding your personnel.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air.
Naji, good.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Brown the pass to Naji. Goes back up. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
pass to Little. Now, here's Sharp. To the inside. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Impressive work from Nasir Little. Good at using whatever space he gets down low.
Down low. The kick out to Brown. Here's Highland. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And it's Gary Payton the second with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Third team foul.
Payton against MP. Shot clock at 5. Well, Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Astanaji, all sorts of time. That one a little long.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Here's Little. Can't connect from 13 feet out. And so MP will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Well, it's no secret that MP was a very controversial pick, Greg, by this team. The debate between him and Shep Owens will be argued for a long time, I'm sure.
And you can see both sides of the argument. A player who does the little things versus an athletic monster with upside. The fan base, though, has made it pretty clear they wanted Owens.
Passes it to Najee. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. So much of the schedule still in front of us, Steve. And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Portland.
They came out fine. From deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that hot.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
One of those guys who stuffs the stat sheet. Nurkic is a double-double machine who also picks up a few steals and assists.
So out there for the Nuggets right now. Out on the perimeter, it's Caldwell Pope and Porter Jr. Gordon steps in at the 4 with Jokic in at center. And it's MP in at the 1 spot. That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
His team is down, but with the way he went at the rim, you know they'll keep fighting the entire game.
Payton outside. Over Jokic, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Nurkic also eats up a lot of space inside.
At 6'11", 290, he'll do the dirty work for you. He's also a powerful player with plenty of tricks inside.
MP dishes to Gordon. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Jeremy Grant picks one up.
And an active player, Gordon can be a handful to keep up with throughout the course of the game.
Good on the second free throw.
And after spending his first 7 years in Orlando, Aaron Gordon traded in 2021, going from the Magic, a team out of the playoffs, to a team chasing a title.
Simons against Caldwell Pope. Simons on the wing. He has 6, and he gets the bucket. And with Aaron Gordon leaving Orlando, Greg, how did you think that deal worked out for him?
Kevin, I think the change of scenery was great for Gordon. Taking on more of a complimentary role and getting more big game experience.
He throw good, Simons. And Smitty, one player who's really improved in a very short amount of time is Anthony Simons.
Kevin, a dynamic guard who plays with a lot of confidence. He is especially lethal on the offensive end. And it's because he is capable of scoring from all 3 levels.
The Nuggets have really struggled at the line in this one, well under 50% so far.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Hard finds Nurkic. At to Hart. Kicks it out to Grant. Hits the three-point bomb. Grant's got the lead up to 13 now for the Trailblazers.
Clean long-range shooting from Grant. His team counts on him to deliver that shot.
Shoots, and it's Gordon missing.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Al Payton, 5 points in the game. We talk about players, we talk about coaches and GMs, but not too much about owners and their effect on the game and the organization.
Kevin, the owners for me are A1. It starts from the top. They're the ones who hire the team president, GMs, and coaches. And certainly, there's some teams who have some great owners.
MP passes to Jokic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And it's a challenge trying to guard Jokic from there. Adept at making you foul him on the way up.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Lillard's checked in.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Hart kicks to Lillard. He dishes it to Nurkic. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. And that's now 6 points for Nurkic.
The high basketball IQ of Damian Lillard showing up, moving the ball to the open man.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, tough environment. They were right there, but just missed some key shots.
And you know, so often, that's what it comes down to. Who can convert when it matters most?
Grant for three. And Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
Gordon finds MP, and that one is good.
Oh, a fantastic passer at his position. Gordon stays alert and ready to pass to an open teammate.
Simons the pass to Lillard. A three-pointer off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 10. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. From downtown. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Shooting much better this quarter than last. You can see his confidence growing.
There's the pass to Hart. Nurkic against Jokic. Nurkic kicks to Hart. Throws it up high. It's tipped. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And the shot goes down.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to MP. To the paint. The kick out to Porter. Caldwell Pope outside. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Jokic outside. He can't get that one. Now Portland takes it the other way. This the first chance to take a look at the Nuggets this season.
In this game, just the first of 4 meetings between these two. They'll get quite familiar with each other by season's end.
It's the kind of season series that can really make a difference in the standings if one team ends up dominating the other.
Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Jeremy Grant, part of a loaded second round of the 2014 draft.
Kevin, Jeremy signing a max contract, rare for a second rounder. Also in that 2014 second round draft, MVP, the Joker, Joe Harris, Jordan Clarkson, Spencer Dinwiddie. Wow, that second round proved to have some players.
Pass to Simons. An boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Quite the honor last year for Damian Lillard, getting named to the NBA 75th anniversary team.
Greg, it was a well-deserved acknowledgement of his skills. He's a perennial all-star who continues to do astounding things on the floor.
MP got a hand on it.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Over Porter. Misses off the right iron.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
To the middle. Here's Jokic. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Jokic has got 21.
Yeah, Jokic seems determined to have a big night. So far, he's been successful.
Portland leading by 7. Lillard outside. And stolen by MP. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Lillard with the rebound. And the foul called on MP. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. It's his first trip to the line.
And you look at the loyalty Lillard has shown. Stuck with the Blazers through thick and thin. It's why he is beloved in Portland.
Inside. Tries from 7. And it's Gordon missing.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with his offense.
Grant dishes to Lillard. Pass to Simons. Over Porter. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And at some point, Greg, you wonder if Lillard is the greatest Blazer of all time.
Listen, he is in the conversation. You'd have to include Walton and Drexler up there. But Lillard's resume in Portland has a strong argument.
Lillard, the pass to Eubanks. It's Hart on the wing. And there's the pass to Grant. Simons on the wing. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. And it's Simons missing. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 7. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. MP finds Gordon.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
Caldwell Pope outside. Unloads from 13. And it's in there. Now just a 5-point Portland lead.
And part of an overall effort for Kentavious going for higher percentage shots.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game.
65, the Nuggets, 60. And your Trailblazers youth dance.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even.
Substitutions. Nuggets ball starts the second half. Let's hear it for your Trailblazers D.
Pass to Highland. Back to Smith. Pass to Brown. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. You look at the current stars in the league, Steve, in team compositions, it seems like the big man is truly back. Is it because he can do more things than just play down low?
Definitely, Kevin. They can dominate with their size, with rebounding and manning the paint offensively and defensively. But then now you have guys that can get out, start the break, finish the break, and knock down threes.
You've got Little. Gary Payton II is out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Watford in at the power forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland. That was a second look at our Mobile One Drive. Amazing control on display.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
And Simons wide open. He'll fire. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist.
Showing the quickness. Nice catch and shoot by Anthony.
Here's Jokic. And it's Portland with the rebound. Eubanks got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the inside. The shot's good from Simons. Simons has got 5 points now this quarter.
Seeing the floor much better. Little with an easy find right there.
Jokic passes to Smith. Got a piece of it. it's a little.
Nuggets foul.
And luckily, they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
Taking 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Little.
Drafted late in the first round, Little has shown very quickly that he can be a key player in any team's rotation.
And Portland making a change here. Hart's checked in. MP passes to Porter. Greg, looking at the shooting numbers of Michael Porter Jr., they're off the charts.
I mean, his first full year in the league, Porter Jr. was top 20 in field goal percentage, top 10 in three-point percentage. Incredible numbers for a 6'10 wing.
For Portland, they've gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Here's Simons, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. Now, the Blazers missed the playoffs last season for the first time in almost a decade. Coach Phillips says, it's been a lot here so far, but I just know that I'm built for this. This is what I do, and it gives me the opportunity to stand up as a man to show that I can lead. I'm ready for it. Kevin?
I think he is. He's embracing the challenge, which is fun to watch. David, thanks. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Blazers.
They've been lights out from three-point land in this one. The defense hasn't been effective at stopping them, so they have just stuck with the game plan.
Another thing they've done well tonight is convert at the free throw line. May seem like a little thing, but boy, it can pay big dividends. That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Here's Simons. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Smith. He feeds it to MP. Porter dishes to Smith. Jokic trying to free himself up and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
The change of pace element that Smith brings, he's a tricky cover, which can lead to these kinds of fouls.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Lillard's checked in for Portland. The Nuggets trail by 5. There's a minute 40 left in the third. MP finds Jokic. Here's Porter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Nasir Little picks one up.
And there have been some to compare Porter to Kevin Durant. Really a fluid shooter who also possesses amazing athleticism.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Eubanks. And Portland with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Lillard, the pass to Simons. Back to Lillard. He kicks to Little. Pocket 6. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 4 assists in the game.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Looks smart when the shots are going down.
And not easy defending Jokic. His height puts the defense in a tight spot, and they just slipped up there.
Grant, he's checked in for Portland. Greg, you take a look at Nurkic. He is at his best going against big-name centers.
Nurkic is the kind of player who rises to a challenge, can be a bit inconsistent in what he gives you, but he loves the challenge of going up against the best.
Caldwell Pope outside. Smith surveying the D. Porter in the corner. And again, Denver no good.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
No good from Grant.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Porter dishes to MP. Caldwell Pope outside. Unloads from 13. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Led by as many as 14 points. Here's Hart. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. What a performance from Anthony Simons.
The Trailblazers, 103.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one,
he's checked in for Denver. Denver with the ball. A 2-point game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. No good on that one.
4th team foul.
And he sinks the second. Portland's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Taking a look at the Nuggets. The post pair is Porter Jr. and Jokic in the middle. Jamal Murray is out there with MP. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the small forward.
Once Nurkic gets established, the D must foul him. Great work earning the whistle there.
That one is no good.
and just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
Here's Porter, gets the bucket and the foul. Jeremy Grant picks one up.
How about the strength from the big fella? Porter is used to having to power through contact.
And that one misses. And so Grant will bring it up for Portland. And Lillard kicks to Hart. The baseline J. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
The shot's good from Simons.
Listed at 6'4", but Anthony Simons has a 6'9" wingspan, and that length certainly helps him on the interior.
And another great look at the 2K drive.
And a close game like this, you've got to dig deep and just find a way to make things happen.
The Nuggets trail. Jokic finds Murray. Here's MP. The pass to Jokic. Nurkic with the steal. It's Hart on the wing. Good. Quick run by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 5 assists tonight.
You can't afford to let Hart get going from deep. He's ready to shoot it when given the opportunity.
Jokic, count it. Jokic has got 9 points now in just the second half.
He has gotten into a terrific groove here, trying to wheel his team back into this.
Back to Simons. Kicks it to Lillard. Porter against Grant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Caldwell Pope. Portland's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Pass to Hart. Back to Simons. For 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Simons has got 27.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Offensive rebound. Jokic. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Denver making a switch here. John Charles checked in. Grant at the elbow. No good off the back of the rim. Denver's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Jokic against Lillard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You really have the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Nuggets. And it's tied up with that one. Here's Lillard. to Hart. And here is Simon. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. This is it to Hart. 5 to shoot. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Down low, here's Jokic. Jordan trying to free himself up. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Jamal Murray, he's checked in for Jordan. And Jokic pops them both. Now a timeout called by Portland. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
And he's just attacking the rim with force here. They need to try and deny him the ball in the paint to keep him away from the basket.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Anthony Simon.
Plain and simple, his scoring is what made him our pick tonight. Even when the D's giving him all their attention, they just have not been able to contain him. If they backed off him for 1 second, he made them pay.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Guys, during that last break, I listened to Chauncey Billups talk to his team. He said, we're getting some looks on the threes, but we're not connected. But don't get frustrated. He told them it's a game of ebbs and flows. Keep shooting with confidence. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. MP passes to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Assist from
Jokic has got 38 points.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
Portland moving the ball around. Grant the pass to Nurkic.
A player like Nurkic is a good piece for any squad. They can rely on him to take care of business inside on both ends of the floor.
Denver making a switch here. Aji's checked in, so we can't get either to fall.
And just so frustrating for a team when you collectively go cold at the line. And that's happened to them here in the second half.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Lillard the pass to Hart. Now here's Simon. Lillard outside. Simon's with the ball. Going inside. Banked in off the glass. Simons has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Firing with confidence, Simons continues to flourish when given the opportunity. Nice job. Those passes have to be right on the money around the painted area.
Lillard against MP. And stolen by Murray. And a wide open look for Porter. Again, the Nuggets score. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Denver.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball, quick hands causing a lot of steals.
And also, guys, how about the hustle we've seen on the boards? They're getting after it and cashing in on second chance scoring out.
Tips it up. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got 11 points here in just the second half.
That's a high percentage look from Nurkic and a smart choice. Bucket.
Wow, he got whacked. So that shouldn't be much debate there.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. To the inside. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. That's good from Porter on the assist by Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope's got his 5th assist in this one. Now a timeout called by Portland. They're behind by 8. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter.
Blazer dancers. That was awesome, fans. Join me in thanking your Blazer dancers.
Lillard surveying the D. Portland no good that time either.
and I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
No good from Grant. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Denver. Porter inside. Working on Grant.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Murray. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Porter passes to Caldwell Pope. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Yeah, they sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Lillard, the pass to Hart. Bucket is good.
That's an area of his game that doesn't get enough recognition. Lillard is one of the league's elite playmakers.
MP kicks to Caldwell Pope. Outside Porter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Damian Lillard.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Michael Porter Jr.
And Porter drops them both.
Big moment at the line. As poised as you get, this thing is done.
Johnson surveying the floor. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.